Hello students, I welcome you all once again. In today's class, we are learning a new chapter from General Chemistry and the name of the unit is Molecular Symmetry. Okay, so this is a simple chapter under which we learn symmetry elements and symmetry operations. In today's class, we will be learning about symmetry elements. What is a symmetry element? A symmetry element might be a geometric figure like a line, plane and symmetry. Okay students? Symmetry element is a geometric figure like a line, a plane and a center. For example, if you take simple molecules like water, they possess different symmetry elements. So any simple molecule you take like water, carbon dioxide, benzene, they are symmetric and they have different symmetry elements. Okay students, symmetry element is nothing but it is a geometric figure with respect to line, plane and center. Okay, so simple molecules, we say that they are symmetric. Why? Because they possess different symmetry elements. So let us look this following symmetry elements. So what are the symmetry elements and how many types are there? There are three symmetry elements. To begin with, the first one is plane of symmetry. What is plane of symmetry, students? When do we say that a molecule has plane of symmetry? So, a molecule is said to possess a plane of symmetry when an imaginary plane cuts the molecule into two equal halves and each half should be the mirror image of the other. Okay, then we say that that particular molecule has plane of symmetry. How do we define plane of symmetry, students? A molecule is said to possess plane of symmetry when an imaginary plane cuts the molecule or divides the molecule into two equal halves and thus one half will be the mirror image of the other half. Okay, then we say that that molecule has plane of symmetry. Okay, so here the example given is water molecule. You can observe in the figure given that it can have plane of symmetry. Clear students? Am I clear? Understood? Okay, so plane of symmetry is nothing but a molecule is said to have plane of symmetry if it can be divided into two equal halves by a plane and thus one half will be the mirror image of the other half. Okay students, now let us move on to second symmetry element. What is the second symmetry element? It is nothing but center of symmetry. When do we say that a molecule has center of symmetry? Okay students, a center of symmetry is nothing but it is the imaginary point which is present in the center of the molecule from which if lines are drawn, they meet identical atoms at equal distances. No change in the distance, students. Okay, so when a point is marked in the center from which if lines are drawn, they meet identical atoms at equal distances. Okay, understood students? No change in the distance. At equal distances, all these lines meet identical atoms. These lines are coming from where? From the center of the molecule. Okay. So if this is happening, then we say that that molecule possesses center of symmetry. So the examples taken here are benzene and ethylene. Okay. So these molecules, we say that they can have center of symmetry. Okay students, this is the second symmetry element. What is it? Center of symmetry. Again, reading the definition, a center of symmetry is the imaginary point in the center of the molecule from which if lines are drawn meet identical atoms at equal distances. Okay students, is it clear? Fine. Now, next symmetry element, the third one, is called as axis of symmetry. This axis of symmetry is of two types, students. First one is simple axis of symmetry, which can also be named as n-fold axis of symmetry. Once again, simple axis of symmetry or n-fold axis of symmetry, which is denoted by Cn. So when do we say that a molecule has Cn axis of symmetry or simple axis of symmetry? So carefully listen, students. When an imaginary line is drawn through a molecule, what is to be done, students? When an imaginary line or axis is drawn through a molecule, and if the molecule is rotated about this line through a complete rotation of 360 degrees, okay, if it appears to be identical more than once, then we can say that that particular molecule is said to have simple axis of symmetry or n-fold axis of symmetry. Hope I made it clear to you, students. Once again, when an imaginary line is drawn through a molecule, and if the molecule is rotated about this imaginary line through a complete rotation of 360 degrees, okay, if it appears to be identical more than once, then we say that that particular molecule has simple axis of symmetry. Okay, so if it appears to be identical for 2 times, we say it has C2 axis of symmetry. If it appears to be identical for 3 times, we say C3 axis of symmetry. If the molecule appears to be identical for 6 times, we say it has C6 axis of symmetry. Okay, students? Okay, now taking an example here, boron trifluoride BF3. It has C3 axis of symmetry. Okay, so what does it mean, students? When an imaginary line is drawn through this boron trifluoride, and when this molecule is rotated about that line through a complete rotation of 360 degrees, it appears to be identical for 3 times. Now the question for you is, after how much angle it is appearing to be identical, or after how much angle we can observe or notice the original appearance of boron trifluoride? I told you, through a complete rotation of 360 degrees, it appears to be identical for 3 times. So 360 degrees by 3, that is 120 degrees. Okay, so after every 120 degrees, we can see the original appearance of BF3. Okay, hence we say BF3 has C3 axis of symmetry. Okay, students, clear? Okay, so one more example also I have quoted here. That is benzene. Benzene has C6 axis. Okay, so why do we say that benzene has C6 axis? Because when an imaginary line is drawn through benzene, and when it is rotated through that imaginary line through a complete rotation of 360 degrees, then it appears to be identical for 6 times. Now the question is, after how much angle it appears to be identical? 360 by 6. That means after every 60 degrees, we can find the equivalent structure of benzene. Hence we say that benzene has C6 axis of symmetry. Okay, that is the first type under axis of symmetry. Coming to the second type, it is called as alternating axis of symmetry or rotation reflection axis or n-fold alternating axis of symmetry, denoted by Sn. Okay, if you understood Cn, then Sn will be very easy, students. Okay, when do we say that a molecule possesses Sn axis of symmetry? When an imaginary line is drawn through a molecule and when it is rotated about that line through a complete rotation of 360 degrees, it appears to be identical when it is reflected in a plane perpendicular to that axis. Okay, students? Shall I repeat once again? A molecule is said to possess n-fold alternating axis of symmetry when it is rotated about the imaginary line through a complete rotation of 360 degrees. It appears to be identical when it is reflected in a plane perpendicular to that axis. Okay, so reflection in a plane perpendicular to the imaginary line is not there in simple axis of symmetry, but here it appears to be identical only when it is reflected in a plane perpendicular to the imaginary axis, students. Okay, so then we say that it has alternating axis of symmetry, that is Sn. Okay, understood, students? Look at the example given here. See, with 4 different kinds of hydrogen atoms. When it is rotated about an imaginary line through a complete rotation of 360 degrees after 90 degrees, okay, when it is reflected in a plane perpendicular to the axis, then we can see the same identical structure. Okay, so this particular molecule has S4 axis of symmetry. Why? Because after every 90 degrees, when it is reflected in a perpendicular plane, then we can find the identical structure. Okay, students, this is about alternating axis of symmetry. Okay, so hope I made all the 3 symmetry elements clear. What are they, students? Plane of symmetry, center of symmetry and axis of symmetry. Okay, so please immediately after listening to the explanation, kindly write down all the points and read with the concentration. Okay, then you can learn it very easily, students. Okay, thank you.